Yeah.
kind of a
That sounds good.
So,
Maybe we could set them up and have somebody else talk to them, and maybe put a wire on them and have them confess.
What if
They would know if you stuck a wire on them, I'm pretty
what
sure.
what about this? What about
No, I'm
this?
saying the person, like,
Oh. Yeah, but they aren't going to get them to talk. If you guys can't get them to talk, they're probably somebody who's not you guys is going to have a worse chance, because remember what Freddie always says about, or Yana always says about getting an NPC do anything? How does that work?
poorly.
Okay.
Yeah, I could have an expert interrogator NPC, he'd fumble, end up confessing to the crimes himself, and you guys haul his ass off.
Hey, what if we? This is a bit on the shady side of things.
Continue.
But what if we? What if we got access to one of their computers? I'm thinking maybe the paralegal.
You want to catfish them?
Yeah, kind of. I want to basically be like, send Sarah an email saying, I can't live with this guilt. I need to confess.
Wouldn't they then throw it out of evidence or something?
Well, they don't need to know we did it.
Oh.
That's why I said it's a bit crazy.
Oh. I'm just not sure if they wouldn't like figure it out, when they look at.
I don't know.
Like, I don't care I can go back to, Burlington and not care about this. Like, why are we even doing this now, thinking about it? But
A good question, yes.
so I don't really care, but if we want to do it properly, maybe it would be kind of hazardous to think that nobody would notice this.
Well, we'll cover our track if we decide to go down that route.
I really don't care. But
yeah, if these guys are even big into the internet, you didn't see any computers in Sarah's house. So,
she did say she had email. So.
It shows Rock come through a window with a note tied around, says, "This is email," and it has a note. She's like, "Ooh." So that's the email.
I could find out if he has an email. Just go into the police database, see if he has an email or not.
The police keep databases on all the email addresses in the United States in your world? Really?
Well,
I don't think I could walk into a modern police station and say, "Do you have an email base, everybody?" I mean, they got a cyber crimes unit. They're looking for pedos and shit, but much beyond that and looking for terrorists, I don't think they keep track of normal people's email too often.
We got to make a move here.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to have them both hauled in and try to do it intuitively, you can, but
I'm not recommending it. I'm just saying that's what I do.
Well, let's get them in. Let's get them in.
No problem. Cut to.
Why are we doing this?
Because you got to make a move.
Okay.
Yes, the session's almost over. Cut to. It shows, and this is what she was actually saying in the show. There's Sarah in the interrogation room looking at the mirror going, "I got nothing to say." That's the first fucking words out of her mouth.
Great.
The other lady is in her interrogation room. She apparently also has nothing to say. They're both just sitting in their separate interrogation rooms.
Let them sit for a minute.
No problem. Yep. They're sitting in their separate interrogations rooms.
Or somebody could just, I don't know. Like Becca, on the other hand, Becca has so much pain from what happened to the sister that could be used somehow. I'm just not sure how at this moment. Like, it's, you know,
Yeah, it could be like,
Just tell the
Is
other
this
one's
what
dying.
you're-
The other one's ratting them out.
is this what your sister wanted you to do?
Are you going to take the fall yourself, kind of thing?
no. But
Yeah, but again, there's
Because anytime someone thinks they're going to take the fall for everything, when they know somebody else is involved, usually birds start chirping.
I mean, yeah, that
Especially
is
for
the
real.
most. That's the most straightforward thing. Like, this is what the other one said about you. to
Yeah,
your
This
other
could be
sister.
the good cop, bad cop thing, though. Look, I'm coming in. This is what this person said. Are you going to take the fall for it now? If not, what do you have to say? And
yeah.
give them a pen or whatever, and whatever. Tell them, write it up or
Let
give us
them,
their story.
Yeah.
We know it was you. This is what this person said. Are you going to stick by their story and you're going to take the fall, or did something else? Are you going to tell us something else happened? The only thing we can do right now.
you guys try that?
We agree?
we can try.
Both of them are they. The one just says, "I got nothing to say." The hippie lady. The other one's like, "I totally don't believe you."
Well, you don't have to believe it because we can go by her statement and you're going to take the fall.
Okay. She says,
So you have nothing you want to add
"No,
to your story.
no." I'll stick with my right to remain silent. She says.
So is this the person who bought the honey?
They both bought honey.
Are they both bought
Well, no, one Sarah bought. We don't know if the other one did or not. Probably
She
not.
watches you guys
She
talking.
she is interrogating
I was
us
talking
right
outside.
now. That's
Oh, you didn't say you were going outside.
No,
Sorry,
outside
you guys
again.
get
That's
up
what-
and leave the room after discovering she has
why.
nothing
That's
to
why
say.
I was silent, because like
Yep. You
So,
guys, after
we
divulging
leave.
some information, you leave the room, and now you're outside the room with the door closed, talking in private.
We got to show them what we have, what evidence we have so far. If we don't show them
I
any
don't
kind of
think
evidence,
it works, because yeah, I don't think we have the right idea. But like, you can try your approach, but it's really like, what you are doing is like, we
Mhm.
have this and they are doing, I'm okay, I will just keep silent so nothing worse will happen to me. So it's like it bumps to each other. There is no like nothing.
Mhm.
So but I'm not sure what to do. Like, I would like to like exploit some of their weaknesses, but I'm not sure like
Oh,
exactly.
you're after seeing them in the interrogation room, stewing, because they've been in there for a good hour or so. The hippie lady, Sarah, she is definitely the more fidgety one. The other
Yeah.
one, Rebecca, cool as a cucumber.
Yeah, because she had it much worse.
Oh yeah.
So
And she's a paralegal, probably.
yeah. So do we want to try with the hippie lady somehow? So the hippie lady was like, we need to free ourselves from the past, but that could also be like bullshit to cover what she did.
Well, you're knowing what you now know, you're thinking it was all bullshit because
Yeah.
you don't go, I need to free my mind after
Well,
torturing somebody for 2 weeks.
Maybe you do,
First
actually.
torture somebody for 2 weeks, then free your mind.
Exactly. Maybe you are freeing your mind by torturing somebody.
That could be. It definitely seems to have helped her. You're thinking in the future, this
I will
could
try
be
it.
the way. Yeah, I mean,
I'm
you've never done
learning.
that before. You know where to buy the honey.
Oh, sounds good.
Hmm.
Freddy. Oh. So what can we do with this girl, with Sarah?
Logan's loving this, I can tell.
This is the tricky part of the whole thing. You guys have done all the legwork. Getting the actual confession, that's the hard part. But yeah, the other group I ran on this and stuff, they've done way too fucking many CSI mods, and they're like, we do this, we'll do a normal A4 thing on them. Okay, great, yeah, broke them like dried sticks. Moving on. And they were just mean to everybody too, and they did a lot of ass hattery too, which is unfortunate for their people that they left behind.
I tried a method, so
Yeah.
when you guys can try one of your methods, see what happens.
Mm-hmm. After another half hour, you can tell that Rebecca is getting a little bit agitated. She seems mostly angry, though.
Mm-hmm. Of course, because that's the pain.
Yes, you understand her deep pain and cause it to many people.
Yes. We are the same with Rebecca. Maybe I could free her.
I mean, does she know yet that we know about her history? We didn't put that out to her yet, right? For the one girl, we know her history. It wasn't even put out there to her yet.
Yeah.
We know her backstory so far. And,
Yeah. What's Sarah doing?
we walk in. Yeah, we walk inside. Well, that's not doing it, but
You've got offices with windows you can put them in, so you can watch them with the one-way glass. So pretty much you just go in one to the yard and look.
Yeah.
Sarah's pacing.
Mm.
What if we go into the one and instead of calling her by the name she's called, call her by the name what we know she was once before, and started off that way?
What if we just go to Sarah and just are silent until she starts talking to us? She's nervous.
Go for it.
I know it's not a plan.
Yeah, well,
I don't think that's gonna work.
Look at her though, she's pacing.
go for it. We gotta do something.
Mm.
The Jeopardy theme song is almost over.
I'm giving him a card for that. There you go.
So what? Do you have some good idea, or are we doing some just improvised sitting in silence with murderers?
Well, you don't even need to go in there because you can see her like pacing around agitatedly.
Yes,
so.
but it's weird to share a room with somebody who is silent.
True.
Okay, well, what if we just start by slowly trickling in all the evidence we have? We'll show her the picture of the victim, the dead guy.
Which one's the one that's Mrs. Johnson? Which one is she? Which room is she in?
Rebecca, she's over there in that room.
Yeah.
I walk into that room.
All right. She glares at you.
And I sit down and I say, so, Mrs. Johnson.
She crosses her arms.
What do we have to say anything yet? No?
You've got nothing. You're fishing, she says.
So let's talk about your sister who died.
Her eyes narrow.
But you mean your sister dying, you didn't care about that? That didn't bother you any?
She grinds her teeth and glares at you.
So maybe that's why you kill. If you no remorse towards your sister, maybe that's why you had no problem killing Mr. O'Hare.
She's clenching her hands pretty hard. Her knuckles are white.
I like whisper to Mildred. Mildred, go get
You
some
guys are
alcohol.
outside the room, so they can't hear you in there.
Oh, okay. Mildred,
Huh?
go get some alcohol.
Oh,
Go in there and trigger her memories of her father drinking. Just go in with a bottle of alcohol.
So how
Pretend
how
like
much did it piss you off that Mr. O'Hare was able to get that custody thing going?
Was he? She crosses her arms and looks away. You're thinking cops don't normally bring alcohol into interrogation there, Freddie. That's not a good thing.
so what? See, but it was good when he was talking how she doesn't care about his sister. That was working.
Oh yeah, she's about as angry as a person can get. She is standing there rigidly, arms crossed, looking away, fist clenched, white knuckled. Oh yeah, he's got her about as angry as you can get a human right now, but she's just not talking. She's not saying, well, in that case, let me confess. No, she's just fucking holding it all in, bottled up anger. Maybe someday she'll come back and kill, well, the lady who Bargain Man's inhabiting, unfortunately. So, you see that she is working on slowly relaxing her fingers and stuff now. Yeah.
I threw down the picture of
smiles and nods.
I threw down the picture of Mr. O'Hare laying in a boat the way he looks.
She glances over and then goes back to looking away.
Was this the kind of boat that your sister died in, too?
She crosses her arms.
Same kind of boat? You really do have no kind of conscience, do you? Zero conscience at all.
Give me empathy rolls, everybody.
Hi, Carter.
She lifts her. Okay, Tom has no idea what's going on. Freddie thinks
I'm too focused.
Yep. Freddie thinks that she's just really angry, but the woman with no name notices that when he's like, basically he was saying in so many words, you killed him and don't care.
Mm.
She lifted her chin just about a centimeter.
Mm.
Yana knows what that means.
Huh.
So did your dad ever beat you when you used to get drunk?
She is not answering any of your questions.
You don't have to answer my questions. I can see the pain in your face.
There you go, Yana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got that all right?
Especially after knowing that your sister died in a boat just like this. That this guy's in. I can tell by the look in your face that this really bothers you. And that the other girl in the other room is putting it all on you.
She's unclenching her hands.
That's the problem, because she's.
He can't hear you right now unless you
I
want to
know.
take him out of there. I mean, not literally, but like if you're open the door and say, hey, come on out for a second. Then you can talk to him if you want to talk to him.
I'm letting him do his thing, but I don't think it will work.
His thing is not working at all.
So how did your sister die in that boat in accident?
I have nothing to say to you, she says.
How did your sister die in that boating accident?
She turns away entirely, crossing her arms.
I look at Freddy. Will we take him out?
This isn't going anywhere. Yeah.
I
So-
stand up and slam my hands on the table real loud.
She jumps.
God damn it. What the hell happened?
Hunching. She hunches a bit.
You're going to tell me now what happened, or you're just going to fall for the whole goddamn thing when we both know you didn't do it. Did you? Did you do it? Did you? And I get in her face.
Right. She keeps turning away from you.
I grab her and turn her around.
Give me a law roll.
A what? A law roll.
Law. L-A-W.
Do I got support too? Let me see if I got support. 1 second. No, I don't have. If I yeah, because I'm only having it at learn. So let me see.
Ooh. Hey. Lawyer is a job that's right out for you.
Give me a second. I hate working off of one screen.
Yeah. You can buy multiple screens. You can have the whole wall covered in screens and then see a giant face of me. The way Robert Hudson used to. God, it was terrifying. Giant floating Logan's head. Hey, you're not sure, but she smiles when you grab her and turn her around. That's assault, she says.
Well, I'll tell you what. You sit here and think about it. I'm going to see what
Freddy,
your
go.
I go open the door a little and say, "Hey, Danny, Maggie, we need to have a word."
She did it. She knows she did it. And I slam the door.
With you on the outside or you on the inside?
No, I leave the room.
Oh, okay, got it. You guys are all together outside. Neither suspect can hear you. It does not seem to be going great.
So,
She sits down and begins to relax at the chair now, smiling.
this lady is glad she did what she did, and she sees it as like she's really good that she was able to do it. I don't think that the head-on approach is working with her. I would like to try the other lady,
Okay.
but I
What's-
also don't have an angle on her, but we can just try to go talk to her.
You guys go back over and look into her window. She is currently sitting on the table in a lotus position.
Trying to meditate.
She is trying to meditate, yes. She is having no luck achieving inner calm. None whatsoever. Inner calm, she announces. Inner calm.
That's not how it
Calm
works.
blue ocean. I am on an ocean. I am on the calm. The ocean is me. I am floating away into the sky. I am a beautiful, beautiful butterfly. Home.
I just go in and sit down and don't say anything.
Home, she says louder when you do. She opens one eye, looks at you. Home, she says.
I grab her and sit her in her chair and break her little thing.
Oh, what are you doing? Ah,
Sit down. Shut up.
I'm going to pull him out. I'm going to pull Maggie out.
all right. Ah, this is pretty.
If she's going, if Giannis
I shut the
or
door.
Mildred's going to question her, I pull a chair directly next to.
No. I pull you out. You're not.
I'm not going to say nothing. I'm just going to sit her stare down.
No. We had some paperwork to do outside. Come with me.
Okay, go ahead. Go for it.
All right. Ready to successfully distract you with the thrill of paperwork. It shows the police listening to this. Oh my God, now it's getting good at last. Tell us about the paperwork. You guys are now watching through the window. Yana, she's like, I can't believe I'm bruised. I'm bruised. Bruised. She presses it a bit harder than she needs to.
I ignore her.
I am a beautiful, beautiful butterfly, she tells you.
Still ignore.
Home, she says.
I'm just sitting there.
After a while, she just sits there and looks at you. Say something. Give me an acting role not to start laughing and smiling.
Shit. This will destroy my approach. Do I have some skill pluses? No.
Go team.
I mean, I have one.
You were in movies and TV.
I
You
know,
can
but
do
I'm shit actress.
it.
Oh, nice. I will give you some. I play skill 10.
Oh shit.
Nope.
I see through you, she says triumphantly.
I still ignore her.
She goes about looking at her nails and shit.
Mm.
Cut to much later. She has seen through your cheap ruse and says, I want to go home now. Okay. She says, I want a lawyer. And at this point, unless you come up with some brilliant technique, you know that you are
So
done.
you want to go home, right?
Mm. Homer lawyer.
Okay. Well, if you want to get out of here, we need to solve this crime somehow.
You couldn't solve a crime if a crime you couldn't solve a crime. I had something for this, she says.
You're not very good at this.
If you had a crime-solving machine. Yeah, she says. She looks pleased with herself.
Well, if you want to go home...
An automated crime-solving machine, she says, now caught up in her bad metaphor.
I would also like an automated crime-solving machine, but...
It wouldn't help you, she says triumphantly.
Maybe it wouldn't, but you can help us.
I don't want to help you. I either want
But
my
you want to
lawyer
go
or
home. If you want to go home, you can help us, and then maybe you will be able to go home.
There is no helping you. You couldn't get help if... hold on, I'll come up with something. You couldn't get help if... You couldn't get help if you had a helper monkey. Ha! She says.
Sigh. Could you at least be funny or something?
I am more funny than you.
You are so good at this smack talk. When did you learn this?
She says, are you going to let me go?
You didn't help us solve the crime yet.
There is no crime. It's all in your mind. It was nothing but a bad dream, she says.
Actually, that might be true.
She nods.
If you lived what I lived these few years.
Oh my God, are you all right?
I need a psychologist.
She says, I can suggest one. She gives you Dr. Frank's name.
Thank you. And now about the crime.
Dr. Frank can help you.
Yeah? So I think
Look, we're both adults.
Yeah.
I know that I'm not going to say anything, and I know that nobody else, whoever else you have here, is going to say anything. So you may as well just save yourself a lot of time and trouble and let me go.
Hmm.
Okay?
Sounds
Let's
good.
do that. All right. Everything's fine now. Goodbye. Do you guys wish to give up?
No.
No.
I mean, you got most of it.
Yeah.
Legwork's all done. It'll be a nice two hero point mission. I'm sure you can pick up the rest in the cards.
So. So when it's interesting though to kill somebody. Isn't
Great. Why don't you go do that?
I did that already. Thank you. In the
well done.
morning. It was great. I brushed my teeth after. Maybe.
Wait,
Maybe I didn't. What if I
kill
didn't?
or blue?
It's similar.
Yeah. You have strange definitions of things. I want
Yes.
to leave now.
Well, if you want to leave, as I said, maybe you can help us.
She goes, talk to the hand, which is outdated by 8 years, even in this time period.
So were you pissed when he wanted to get a restraining order against you?
She goes, you can tell this method, winging
Doesn't
it,
work.
not happening.
Yeah.
I know nobody's giving anything up. You're done, she says.
But you know, what was his name? Fucking. How well do you know Lon?
Who? She says, after considering carefully what you were saying.
Lon Vickers.
I don't know that name.
Well, that's good that you don't know that name,
Hmm.
because he is also someone that knows something about you, and if you don't know him, then you don't have to be worried about that.
I don't see him sitting around filling out any confessions, so
Yeah,
I know
that's
that
because it happened like a few days ago.
she rolls her eyes.
Logan, I immediately run off to where the security room thing is, and I go and look for the tape when he was in the confession room, and I go and look for that recording.
Sure, you find it.
You spent some time with him, but do you know
Did
him?
I? I don't remember that.
What a
Vickers?
surprise! You don't remember? Yeah. I know.
Is that like a garden gnome? She says. Right, you've got the tape ready. Ta-da! God, you wish you had something to play it on. Oh, here's a portable playing unit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
you know that you're going to break it.
Now, I want to make sure that the tape ends before he dies. So just as it confesses, the tape will end.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna say I'm gonna like knock on the door, open it just for a sec, and say to Mildred, to Danny, there's been a development. You might want to see something.
Okay, I go.
So I
she begins looking around wildly, like, oh shit.
I show her the tape. So if you want,
says the guy on the tape.
Well,
and then it ends suddenly.
I edit that bit out, or try to.
All right. You get him ranting and raving a bit, and then it ends just before.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to use this,
he looks horrible in the tape, by the way.
Let's come with me and let's try it.
Okay. So after maybe like 15 minutes, we'll go back in.
Okay. She is looking around furtively.
So, you said you don't know Mr. Lorne?
Right.
That's interesting because we have a witness who says that you and him were buying honey a couple weeks ago together.
She says.
Ring any bells or
You forgot.
She says.
You forgot about her.
I got to roll.
Okay.
Let me know how it makes out.
Do you want to give any cards to these guys before you roll?
Let's see what I got here.
I'll take the credit.
They'll do their end of mission card play and let you know how many hero points, and if they can ever solve this, they may end up getting some sand. I do not know.
Here's a crit, Fred.
Thank you. You're my
Freddie
favorite
seems
person in
happy
the
now.
world.
Other also
You're my
has. I have opponent fails support a reroll and round of revision.
Give
Those are
Yana
probably
the
all
support
garbage.
reroll.
Oh,
Give Yana the support reroll, maybe.
All right, guys. Sorry, I got stuff I need to take care of.
Yeah, of course.
No worries.
John.
See you soon. Peace
It's
out.
good having you
bye.
around.
See ya.
Later.
See you, John. So you don't remember Miss?
She looks panicked regardless of how many times you ask her if she knew him. She's not saying anything. She is making weird noises.
I play the tape. I turn it like I play the tape. Oh, 11 died.
Oh.
You continue asking her. Freddie will fix it. Yes, he will. He'll fix it and
I
it'll all
play the
work.
tape.
All right.
I tell it to her.
She's watching and she's like, what's wrong with him? He looks horrible.
Yeah, he's filled with guilt over something.
Why is he pink?
It's a bad recording, I'm afraid, but don't worry about that.
Give me a fast talk roll, Freddie. That sounds very plausible.
Yeah.
Oh, she says. Oh.
And it's only a matter of time before he gives you up.
Rick Martin.
Now, are you sure?
Rick Martin.
You sure you don't want to confess now before it's too late? We have motive. We know that you and Miss Johnson, yes, Miss Johnson, were working together. And we also know that...
Who's Johnson?
Oh, come on, Rebecca. You know Rebecca.
Rebecca Johnson?
Rebecca Hornsby. Horner, sorry. Rebecca Horner.
Oh. Wait, her other name is Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah. But we know that she came up with the idea of the whole boat thing and the milk and the honey. You don't need to pretend anymore. But if you cooperate, we will definitely consider giving you a lesser sentence.
Consider me unimpressed.
Depends what you can give us. You understand?
She crosses her arms.
Tell you what. If you cooperate and help us with your two co-conspirators, your sentence will be reduced significantly. We know that your husband is your ex-husband, sorry, is a very bad man, and that Mr. O'Hare took a lot from you, and we understand how you feel. We sympathize.
Give
We
me
are not.
empathy rolls and psychology rolls.
Felt psychology.
There's no telling why. You can tell that she's nervous and stuff, but she's sticking to her guns. Something's up. There's some reason why she's sticking to her guns that you do not understand. And unfortunately, your psychology has failed you.
Should I spend the pause?
It is.
Well, do you have that
failed
support
you.
reroll? Just trade it to me, and I'll play it on you.
Oh, he didn't give it to me, but like we can do it because we talked.
Well, he said he gave it to you. So.
Yeah. So like,
Yeah.
He has failed you as well.
So you
Go
play it
ahead.
on me?
Yeah, I'll play it on you, man.
Okay. I roll. Success.
You think
Psychology.
she's been prepped for just this approach?
Right.
Somebody sat her down, your guess, and said, "This is exactly what's going to happen," and she is clinging to that rope.
Yeah.
So you're thinking if you had some other thing, then that might work out. But she has been prepped totally for this fucking approach. And it has failed you. Yeah, this is a really hard one. Especially when you're not up on all your horrible, horrible things that do to prisoners. And you can't torture her, which makes you sad.
Yeah, I like torturing people.
If you could peel her skin off, you're pretty sure she'd fucking talk.
Yeah.
I mean, people will. They'll talk about whatever you want to once they lose like some of their skin. They're talkative. Chatty even.
So so somebody probably told you to not say anything in a situation like this?
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you don't. But just on the off chance. It's just that it's...
The police promise lots of things.
Yeah, so you want something to be sure before you say something. Right?
Why should you take the call?
I'm not saying a word. By the way, give me evidence analysis rolls.
I've re-rolled this like 10 times this mission, and I always fail, even though it's 69.
Nice. Freddie, you're thinking that if she did torture somebody for almost 2 weeks, she knows she's not going to get leniency. And even if she did, her leniency would be a slightly nicer death penalty or something horrible like that, or slightly nicer life in prison. Either way, she'd be in the 6x8 forever with a roommate who wants to fuck her with one of those toilet cleaners and shit. She's just not into it.
Maybe we can offer her a sexy roommate.
Yeah, that I'm sure that would work out well for everybody involved. But I mean, seriously, look at the facts. You're thinking that she's having a nervous breakdown on the inside, but she's been prepped for this whole thing, and she knows that even if she did come clean, she is going to be serving serious fucking time for literally torturing the guy in such a horrible way that a jury would be like, yeah, I think she needs to die. I think death might be too good for her. Is there something else we could do that's worse?
Let her live.
Yes, death is not a happy way to go.
Hmm.
I mean, that's a pretty bad way to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not talking about her just playing the got your nose game here or something.
Of
But
course.
it appears you guys are odd ideas. I strongly recommend taking the 2 hero point thing and saying we were goddamn close. If you do, I'll tell you one of the methods for getting her.
What do you think, Freddy?
Mm-mm.
And yes, she did. It was hinted at, and you guys were close. And I thought Freddie fucking had it, and I got all excited. But he had something else, which is a few seconds of video that got cut off suddenly.
Like something with the guy.
Now,
No.
because also you're not even sure if the other lady really did it because she wasn't spotted by the B lady.
Mm.
I mean, she definitely
She orchestrated it.
big time. Big time. Yeah, I mean, all the evidence points to that.
Yeah.
Say, throw in the towel. Watch this.
Like she doesn't have any like reason why she would cooperate with us, which is the complicated thing about it.
You guys go out of the room to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really thought Bargain Man would know more police techniques and stuff.
I know.
Interrogating people. Grabbing people and shit. I even bounce her off the wall a few times. Like, this is not
I know.
Yeah, we beat him up for a while and see what he knows. Get the phone books, Charlie. Got him right here. Start hitting him through the phone books. No bruises. Look. Great.
Yeah, that's a sad realistic look at how police works.
Yeah, KGB style still works.
It's true though, like when we were working with people, sometimes there was police and they didn't really know how to talk to people.
I'm just gonna eat. I'm still here.
Okay.
Throw in your towel, Fred. Mission card play. Oh, be better.
I really don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there has to be a reason, either an emotional one that we can get out of here to confess, or get something to make her turn on her friend or her accomplice.
Turning on the friend would be perfect. That's your best strategy, but you just
but probably the friend told her that we will try to do this because she's a paralegal, so she knows these things.
Oh, it's an evil, twisted skein of yarn, isn't it? So evil. So
very evil.
It's a nice mission, though.
It is.
And I knew it hit some nostalgia for you, Yana, because it's been decades since you've gotten to do this.
True.
What motivation would she have to turn on her friend? Besides,
good question. Take a card, Freddie.
I'm trying to put myself in there too.
Yeah,
another instant hero.
Like feeling betrayed by her somehow, but about how? Like she will not believe us if we tell her that Becca said that it was her only. Yeah, it would have to be that she would felt betrayed somehow, I think, but I don't know how would that happen.
You're almost asking the perfect question.
Mm.
See, this is what happens when you have no experience in this sort of.
This is how you get experience doing it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, believe me, for the other guys, because they'd run so many fucking CSI things. They're like, do this, this, this. We're gonna fuck around some more, Logan. I think we're gonna dry hump somebody to death. Yeah. Okay.
So why would Becca betray Sarah?
No, that wasn't the
Other way
question.
around.
I
Well,
don't know. Yes.
Well, either way.
either way, or how would you make
I want Sarah to betray
think,
Becca.
or make them think?
Mm.
Make them betray.
That's what I. Yeah.
No, you said how can we get them to actually betray? You can't.
Oh no, yeah.
Well, I did think of this, but I'm trying to like, because the tech isn't so high, is to just literally make a fake recording of them in the evidence room and just chop up everything they said and make up like a.
The tech's not nearly good enough for that, but there is. Believe me, there's a very old school method for this. Nothing in this relies on heavy tech. That's cheating. It's like the only way you can do this is with some tech that you don't know exists now.
Like doing some theater thing, like taking Sarah around Becca's room when Becca is all happy, or like letting see us letting Becca go or something like that. But it seems kind of like.
Well, they're definitely both guilty of horrible shit.
Yeah, I know, but like just for like, just I don't mean like letting her go for real, but like make it seem so.
Yeah, I like the theater idea. What have you got for how can you do this through theater?
Yeah.
What can you do through a theater thing to make one think the other is turned on them? Oh, take a card, Yana.
I mean, a fake blind confession could also work. But,
Fake
So
what?
close.
I don't know.
Shall we go ahead and end it then?
Freddy.
I'm trying to think, but
Like I think we are almost there. Like it's like just like
So close, it's freaky.
yeah. Like we have the abstract idea but can't figure out the concrete one.
yeah.
No problem. All right, let's go ahead and end it there. And I will show you a picture that may show one possible idea. Oops, I closed the wrong window. Come on, open. This is one of the other ideas.
Mhm.
They made it look like she was signing a confession by
Yeah.
playing a word Scrabble game with her, having a random detective in there playing a word Scrabble game. So, and then they paraded the other lady by to
Yeah.
take her to her own place. And then later they stuck them both in the same room, and oh, the accusations fly. So, let me flip you back to. All right, both of you guys discard any cards you don't want. Since there's only two of you, you guys are up to 6 cards. So first discard anything you don't want, and then refill your hands. Real quick, let's see. Fred, do you have anything to say to the studio audience before I end the recording?
My brain hurt.
Nice. Yana?
I don't blame anybody.